How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to Rangers Rundown. If you like defense, then you probably did not enjoy tonight's game, but if you like offense, then you probably really enjoyed it. A couple of things to talk about before we launch into this game. Reeves played his 700th NHL game tonight, and he was able to pull off a win, so congrats to him. But also, Lundqvist was not in the lineup tonight. He was a healthy scratch in favor of Tenori, who hasn't played since the beginning of this month. Now, Lundqvist is obviously, the better defenseman. He's young. This is his first season in the NHL, so he's going to make more mistakes than maybe Tenori makes, but his ceiling is far higher. Now, Lundqvist has been a healthy scratch before for 2 games in a row, and now we see Gallant healthy scratching him again. I'm not quite sure why. You can say you're just giving him a rest because he's young, this is a new ice surface, new league, yada yada. They just had a couple nights off, so you would think Lundqvist would be rested for tonight, and it's not like they're playing again tomorrow night. They're off until Wednesday. So I'm just very confused as to why Lundqvist is being benched. He's not playing poorly. He's playing as well as we would expect him to play given the circumstances. So I'm just really confused as to why he's being benched. Tenori didn't play very well tonight, so we probably would have preferred Lundqvist to be in the lineup, but anyway, just something I wanted to throw out there because I'm a little bit confused. The lineup, pretty much exactly the same. Kreider, Zibanejad, Gaudreau, Panarin, Strome, Kakko, Lafreniere, Hedl, Gauthier, Hunt, Rooney, Reeves, Lindgren, Fox, Miller, Trubin, Nemeth, Tenori, and then Georgiev started the game tonight, but he would not finish. Launching into the first period, about a minute and a half in, Hedl has a takeaway, which leads to a deflection from Kreider that almost goes in. Fourth line spends some time in the offensive zone, and Reeves almost scores his first goal of the season. But again, that fourth line generating offense on a consistent night-to-night basis for this team. 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, a good save from the slot just inside the circle. For Georgiev, good save on a shot. 7:15 in, Panarin has a good move, one-on-one to get into the slot for a chance. And then at 8:33, Hedl would take a tripping penalty, but very good penalty kill from the Rangers. A penalty kill that has kind of slipped over the last couple games. They're in the bottom third of the league in terms of penalty kill, but that first one of the night was pretty good. Panarin alone in the offensive zone with a chance, middle of that period. 15:11, Kakko would take a holding penalty, and before that, Buffalo had about a minute of delayed penalty time. So in total, you could really say that Buffalo had 3 minutes of power play because they were able to keep cycling the puck on that delayed penalty call. But at 15:53, Asplund would score a power play goal to open up the scoring for the game. It was a rebound, scramble in front. He was able to put it in the net. Zibanejad has a chance shortly after, and then Kakko has a chance shortly after that. And I'm just thinking they're missing the net way too much. They're getting chances against, a Buffalo team that struggles in their own zone. They're just not putting them on net. They're missing the net. So that's something that the Rangers clearly worked on in the second period. So the game did get better from there. Shortly after the Kakko chance, very good forecheck led to a Rooney shot. 19:11, Bryson took an interference penalty, and then 26 seconds into that power play, Kreider would score his 8th power play goal of the season, which is second in the NHL, only behind Draisaitl, who has 9. Very sleepy period for the Rangers, but the last couple minutes looked better. At one point, they were behind in shots 8-4, but by the end of that first period, they were able to tie the shots up at 8 apiece. And we go into the second period. First 2 minutes, mostly Buffalo. They were able to keep control of the puck. Even when it got out of the zone, they were able to control it, get it back into the zone, but Georgiev not letting much up. That is until 2:26 when Hinostroza would score a goal. He stripped Tenori at the blue line. He had a short breakaway. He was able to put it in the net. And I'm thinking, of course, Tenori is the reason that goal gets scored. Where is Lundqvist? 3:26, Fox attempted a long pass that was blocked by Oposo 30 feet in front of Georgiev. with a slot chance. Georgiev makes the save. It trickles behind him, but Trouba able to collect that puck and get it out of harm's way. So Buffalo almost with 2 quick goals to start the second period. A shift of pressure about 5 minutes in for the Rangers, so they're starting to turn the ice back into their position. 8:03, Trouba scores a goal. It was on a delayed call, so the Rangers playing 6-on-5 on a delayed call. 4 or 5 good chances during that delayed call time. Trouba finally tucks it in. Rangers don't need the power play, so there is no penalty. Rangers tie it up, or the Rangers get it, tied 2-2. Shortly after that, Hedl has a 2-on-1. Dell makes a great save on him. Hedl was pretty snake-bitten tonight. He had several good chances in the offensive zone, which is good because we need the entire lineup to keep generating goals and points. And honestly, at this point, you could make the argument that the weakest line on the Rangers is the first line. You could make that argument, and maybe you don't win that argument, but you could make a strong case that the top line right now at this point in time is one of the weaker lines. It's crazy. 8:59, Eakin would put it in the back of the net, but it was automatically waved off by the ref. Incidental contact with the goalie, and when you watch the replay, Eakin did get into the blue paint and bump Georgiev right before the goal goes in. So it is incidental contact. That goal is wave off, and Buffalo does not challenge. So we move on, still tied 2-2. Halfway through the period, Goudreau is on the 4th line and Hunt moves to the 1st. So about halfway through this game, Goudreau and Hunt switch spots. I like Hunt on the 1st line. I think he is bound to break out, at least in a short stint at some point this season. I really like his play. He's hungry for the puck. He goes to the dirty areas. I think paired with Kreider and Zibanejad, that might be a pretty good line. I don't like Goudreau on the 1st line, so this is a switch that I actually enjoyed. 12:07, Kakko scores a goal. They caught Buffalo on a line change. He was very patient in the slot. Strome gets an assist on that goal, which moves his point streak to 6 games. So Strome playing very well. So Rangers are up 3-2, but only for about 50 seconds because Thompson would score a pretty nice goal from the dot, went right over the shoulder. He picked the corner. So 50 seconds later, we're back to 3-3. And then 15 seconds later, Dahlin would score a slap shot from the blue line. So that's 2 goals for the Sabres in 15 seconds. Sabres go up 4-3. But then 17 seconds later, Miller would score a goal. It was a wrist shot from the point. So that's 4 combined goals between the two teams in 1 minute and 22 seconds. It was just a shooting gallery. Reeves gets his first point as a Ranger on that Miller goal, an assist. So congratulations to him. His first point as a Ranger in his 700th NHL game. 15-18, Lafreniere and Hedl have a 2-on-1 and Hedl skirts it wide. Just over 1 minute left, Gauthier gets the puck in front, but he can't elevate it over the pad. So we get to the end of the second period. These teams tied 4 goals apiece. Shesterkin would start the third period in lieu of Georgiev. Now, I don't think Georgiev is injured. I just think Gallant really didn't like what he saw from Georgiev in that second period, and he wanted to make sure that the Rangers had the best chance possible to really ice this game. So Shesterkin plays the third period. 53 seconds in, Strome takes a tripping penalty. He's fighting for the puck, and he ends up tripping the player. Strome was not happy about it. Hedl and Goudreau have shorthanded shots towards the end of that penalty kill. Rangers' third line has a great shift shortly after. About 5 minutes in, 6 shots on goal already for the Rangers. Rangers really controlled this third period, and you could tell based on the shots. 7 minutes in, Shesterkin has a long pass to set up a 3-on-2 for the Rangers, but nothing happens for that. 11:02, Hedl and Miller have a deflection chance. So again, Hedl, chance. If there was no goalie, Hedl would have had 6 goals tonight. So he's playing really well. At some point, he's going to break through and start scoring more goals. Rangers doing a great job defensively this period. Rangers only allowed, I believe, 2 Buffalo shots the entire period. Maybe Buffalo got a 3rd or a 4th shot towards the end of that period, but with only 7 minutes left in the period, Buffalo has 2 shots. So Rangers playing well defensively, not giving Buffalo chances, and protecting Shesterkin, who had to come into that third period cold. He's a great goalie, but even cold goalies are going to let in some easy goals. Third line has a big chance with about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. 16:58, Kreider hits the post off of a deflection from a Trouba shot. Really loud ping. During the final minute, Thompson sends Zibanejad flying, just upends him over the ice. Crowd didn't like it. And then, with 0.4 seconds left in the game, Lindgren would score his second goal of the season, his first game-winning goal of his career, to ice this game for the Rangers 5-4. 0.4 seconds left. There was a battle in the corner. Kreider gets it to Fox. Fox gets it to Zibanejad. Zibanejad gets it to Lindgren, who just has to push it right into the net. Crowd goes crazy. It was just a great way to ice this and just take the life out of the Buffalo Sabres right at the last second. You figure these two teams are ready to go to overtime. They're pinning it against the boards in the corner, just running out the clock. Kreider ends up getting it to Fox, Zibanejad, Lindgren, back of the net, and good night, Buffalo Sabres. After the game was over, the camera moves to Gallant, and he and Zibanejad look like they're arguing about something, and I'm not quite sure what they were arguing about, but I would be curious to know. Your team just won in the last second of a game. The arena's going crazy, and yet Zibanejad and Gallant are arguing with each other. And maybe we never know what that's about, but I'd be curious to know what it was about. Stats by the end of the game, shots 36-22 in favor of the Rangers. So Rangers still doing well at outshooting their opponent. Faceoffs, 44% for the Rangers, much better than the abysmal 19% we saw from in Toronto the other night. Power play went 1 for 1. They had one chance, and they collected. So power play was 100% tonight. Hits 34-16 in favor of the Rangers, blocks 10-15 in favor of Buffalo. The trivia question of the evening: who holds the Rangers' rookie record for goals in a season? I didn't know the answer, but apparently it's the brother of the Buffalo Sabres head coach, and the player was Tony Granato, who had 36 goals for the Rangers in 1988-1989 season. So there you go. A great win, an exciting win, not a very defensively strong second period for either team, but a win is a win. The Rangers moved to 11-4-3, staying comfortably in the third position in the Metropolitan with a very nice cushion above Philadelphia. Should they string together a couple losses at some point in the season, they have that nice cushion to work with. They are back in action at the Islanders' new arena, the first game for the Rangers in the new Islanders arena, Wednesday evening at 7:30. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next rundown.